My friends, when we think of strength, most people imagine muscles, speed, or talent. But to choose strength comes from the mind. If you want to live where no one can control you, where no one can manipulate you, you must learn to master yourself. And today, I want to share with you 3 powerful lessons inspired by the mindset of Cristiano Ronaldo that will help you stand tall and unshakable in this world. Knowing your value is the foundation of strength. Too often, people are manipulated because they doubt themselves or they allow others to decide their worth. When you don't recognize your own value, you become vulnerable to opinions, to pressure, and to voices that tell you what you should or shouldn't be. But when you know your value, you stop waiting for approval. You stop asking for permission to shine. Look at how Ronaldo carries himself. He doesn't walk into a room wondering if he belongs. He knows he belongs. And that confidence doesn't come from arrogance. It comes from countless hours of dedication, from proving to himself that he deserves to be there. In life, you have to start treating yourself the same way. Ask yourself, what are my strengths? What do I bring to the table? And what makes me unique? Write it down. Remind yourself of it. And hold on to it. Because the moment you forget, the world will try to define you. People will try to put labels on you, reduce you to their idea of who you are. And that's where manipulation creeps in. But when you carry clarity about your worth, their words lose power. Confidence isn't about being louder than others. It's about standing steady when others try to shake you. It's about saying, I know who I am, I know what I deserve, and I won't settle for less. That mindset creates a shield. It prevents you from falling for lies, from chasing approval, from letting others dictate your path. And once you grasp your value, everything else, discipline, goals, choices, and growth, becomes stronger. Because a person who knows their worth cannot be easily controlled. Discipline is what separates those who control their lives from those who are controlled by others. Most manipulation happens when emotions are in charge. People get swayed by anger, guilt, flattery, or fear. The moment someone knows how to push your emotional buttons, they can lead you in any direction they want. But when you build the habit of discipline, you take that power back. Discipline gives you the ability to pause, to think, and to respond with reason instead of reaction. Look at how Ronaldo lives his life. He doesn't let emotions dictate whether he trains, whether he eats clean, or whether he shows up ready. He has built routines that operate no matter how he feels on a given day. That is the power of discipline. It becomes stronger than moods. When you live by principle instead of impulse, no one can trick you into abandoning your path. Think about the times you may have been pressured into decisions you later regretted. In that moment, emotions were louder than logic. Discipline is the shield against those traps. It teaches you to act based on your values and your goals, not someone else's persuasion. And the truth is, discipline is not something you're born with. It's something you train just like a muscle. The more you practice small acts of self-control, the stronger you become, until your life is no longer dictated by temporary feelings. Once you master discipline, manipulation loses its grip. You no longer say yes out of guilt or follow others out of fear. You stand firm, rooted in what you know is right for you. And that makes you untouchable, because a disciplined mind cannot be easily bent. When you don't know where you're heading, it becomes easy for others to point you in a direction that serves them instead of you. That's why having clear goals is one of the strongest defenses against manipulation. A person without vision is like a ship without a compass. Any wave, any wind, any voice can steer it, of course. But the moment you set a clear destination for your life, distractions lose their pull. You start to filter out what aligns with your purpose and what doesn't. Ronaldo is the perfect example of this mindset. From the beginning, he wasn't just playing football for fun. He had a dream so clear that every choice he made connected back to it, whether it was training longer than anyone else, turning down temptations, or pushing through criticism, it all tied back to his goal of being the best in the world. That clarity gave him focus, and that focus made him untouchable. In your own life, ask yourself what you're working toward. It doesn't have to be a global stage. It can be personal, professional, or even spiritual. The key is that it's yours. When your goals are defined, you no longer live at the mercy of other people's plans. Someone may try to convince you to waste time, to compromise, or to lower your standards, but you'll always come back to your vision and ask, does this serve where I'm going? If the answer is no, you move on without hesitation. Clear goals create direction, and direction builds strength. The stronger your vision, the harder it becomes for anyone to pull you away from it. That is how you protect your path and ensure that your life belongs to you, not to someone else's influence.